what I was talking about. So just to reiterate, the domain is all of your x's, your range is all of your y's. So from this point to this point, remembering that your ordered pairs are in the form x comma y, x comma y. So our x's, our lowest x, our x's are going from along here, along our x-axis, so along our horizontal axis. We're going from -1 right here on our x-axis. We can also see that our x-coordinate is -1 to this point, which has an x-coordinate of 6. So our domain is going to go from -1 to +6. Our range is all of our y's. Those are our second coordinates. Our range goes from 2 to 4. Our range is our vertical distance. It goes from 2 on our y-axis up to 4 on our y-axis, okay? So 2 to 4. We can kind of think of this as like drawing a box around the two endpoints of our line segment and saying, okay, well, what is the like length of that rectangle? And that would be our domain. And then what is the height of that rectangle? And that would be the range. So when we go, it should say stage cleared. If you don't see that, the stage is not cleared. I know that you don't see check marks on the screen, but I can go in and see if yours says stage cleared. So again, I'm clicking on the points. So our horizontal for our red, so this first part is just for red, X is our domain, Y is our range. So our X is our horizontal distance. So this, if I were to draw let me get rid of this. If I were to draw a box around this red part, our range would be, again, the width of this box. Okay, I wish I could draw in here. I could have made it so I could. So the range would go from this x coordinate to this x coordinate. The first x coordinate was 5. The end x coordinate of the length of the box around this portion of our graph was 12. So our domain is going from 5 to 12. Our range would be the height of this box. So our range is going from the y coordinate of this point up to the y coordinate of this top point, from top to bottom. So the y coordinate at the bottom is 6. Our y coordinate at the top was 10. For the blue part, again, we can draw a box around just the blue part. Okay? The domain would be the width. And again, you can look at it on your axes at the bottom and on the side. But our domain is going from x on the left to x on the right. And x is our first coordinate. So from 12 to 18 or 17.8. I'm just going to put 18 because then I think it's just that as long as she makes it past this point, then she's going to land. And our range is going up and down. So from the bottommost point to the topmost point, the second coordinate. So from 6 to about 9 or 8.96. So from 6 to 9. And then if we click go, boom, she jumps. Oh, I put 60. My bad. There we go. So again, stage cleared. And I'll do one more in this example. So this one was just so what do you notice about the point where x equals 18? Well, here is x equals 18. And we notice, hopefully, that this one doesn't have a y coordinate. It's undefined, okay? Because there's an open dot here instead of a closed point. And we'll learn about that a little bit more. So for this one, again, red portion, if we were to draw a box around this red portion, we are going from the leftmost point to the rightmost point, and we're looking at our first coordinate, our x coordinate, which goes from 2 to 12. And then we're going from our bottommost coordinate, the second point of our bottommost coordinate, to the second point of our topmost coordinate, so 5 to 11. And for the blue portion, again, you can imagine a box being drawn. Our width would be the leftmost point to the rightmost point, the first coordinate, so 12 to 18. And our range would be our bottommost points, which there's two, right? But they both have a y coordinate of 5. So it's going, the second coordinate, 5, measures how far up and down, to 8 are on our y coordinates. So again, boom, okay? So some people got that one right. Again, okay? Go in here. We're going from this, again, click on the points, okay? Can't really see that first point. So we're going from our x coordinate at 1 to, it looks like about 10, a little less than 10. So yeah, 9.95 maybe. And then our y coordinates from the bottom. So it looks like we're gonna have to start a little bit up, right? At like maybe 1.2 all the way up to our y coordinate at the top, which would looks like it's about 13. And then for the blue part, we're going from x is about 10 to x is 15. The bottommost point down here, 12.5, to the topmost point, which was 15, would be our range. From 12.5 to 15 would be the range of the blue point. Hopefully that helps.